All right, guys, tier list predictions. Let's get right into it. Pillars of Strength is going to be an amazing set. I think a lot of leaders are going to be extremely strong. There is a couple of S tier leaders I want to show you and talk to you about. And besides that, every other leader I think is very, very strong. There's so many new options in all the colors. And you're going to be able to play a lot of different things. And you can actually build the same leader differently, so you're gonna get a lot of options in deck building. I think the game is getting a lot more fun now, so you guys are gonna enjoy it a lot more. Let's jump right into the tier list, and we'll actually just jump right into S tier with Whitebeard. 100% one of the best decks and leaders in the game. It's gonna be extremely consistent. I just dropped deck profile and gameplay video about this. Absolutely insane leader, super consistent. Whatever you build it, you're going to be able to play the same way every single time, allowing you to kind of perfect your gameplay. Also, he's still a 6k leader, making it extremely difficult for the opponent to figure out how to play against you. So unless he has some practice against you, he still doesn't really know how to deal with Whitebeard. He doesn't know if he has to aggress early or maybe build up early or control your field. He's not really sure. The opponent's not going to be sure how to deal with the 6k based leader. So it's absolutely strong. It's going to be S tier for sure. If you guys want to win local tournaments, if you want to win big tournaments, I'd suggest just perfecting the Whitebeard. You're going to get a lot of good benefits from playing him. You gain cards. There's so many new options in red that you can play. There's so many new Whitebeards that you can play. He gets insane amounts of support. Absolutely going to be insane, guys. Moving on, Garp. This is for my friend Nightwing here. We're gonna go and put him in A tier. I really don't believe he he can do a lot. Just the color combination is a little bit difficult. He needs a little bit more support, I believe. But I think if you pilot him really well, you can actually do a lot of damage. That leader ability is very strong. Can really be hurtful to the opponent, not allowing anything to stay on the field. But I'm actually going to go ahead and place him in B tier, guys. He's just very difficult to play, very easy to counter with 4 life. It's actually really easy to kill him. And like his best play is turn 3 when he can Sakazuki, or turn 4. Besides that, he's struggling the whole game. So we're going to... he's B or A tier. He's just going to struggle against some A tier decks. So we might move him around later. But I think he's going to stay there for now. Uta, she gives plus 2k, guys, to anything vanilla, I think, by resting 1 Dawn. Very strong, guys. I think we're going to start seeing... we have a lot of new vanillas in red. A lot of strong vanillas in red, which I was wondering. I was like, why do we have so many new vanillas? Red has another Atmos, for example. Another 4-cost... 6k vanilla. I'm like, what the hell? It's just a different archetype. So why would you even have it? Makes sense with an Uta deck. I believe this deck, if you play her correctly with the red's options and events, you're going to be able to do a lot of damage. She gains free power to her units. It's going to be a weird game play, though. And I think a lot of people are going to struggle playing the Uta. They're not going to be able to deck build her very well. So she's going to sit in B tier. For now, these are, of course, these are my tier list predictions. I just don't think anyone is going to be able to pilot her very well. It's just we have black that every time they drop a card, they remove one of your guys. We have purple that does the same. We have Nami that doesn't even care whatever you play. They're doing their own game plan. Arlong super fast. Just vanilla straight up, you're gonna struggle. You know what I mean? The only good thing about this deck is it's a 5-lifer. That's it, really. Next, we got the multicolor crocodile. Absolutely insane. I think he's going to be A tier. So many new options. Hell's Judgment is going to work amazingly in this deck. Allowing you to gain that draw. I believe, I forget how he works. He does the... If I remember correctly, after you activate an event, you may draw 1 card if you have 4 or less. So imagine you Hell's Judgment, and then you stop 2 attacks, and then you gain a draw. It's gonna be huge. There's so many new blue events. It's absolutely crazy. You can do so much. I don't even think you play this leader or this character, this crocodile. I think you just play a bunch of events, and we're gonna do definitely a deck profile about this guy soon. Absolutely can see a lot of potential. A tier for sure, and just so many new nice events in purple and blue that just make him so strong. Monkey D. Luffy, one of my favorite multi-lifers. We're gonna put him in A tier. Green and red is strong combination. His ability is strong. We don't get any new supernovas actually, so he actually might fall off. I think he's just gonna fall off, guys, because he's not gonna be able to. He's gonna still play the same supernova engine he was playing earlier. He literally got 0 support basically for supernovas in both green and red. So he's actually gonna fall off, unfortunately. He is a very strong leader, but I mean he's an OP2 deck. That's what it is. So he's just gonna sit in B tier right now. I'm not gonna put in F tier. Still very strong, absolutely insanely strong deck. But he's gonna be in F tier for now. Crocodile, honestly, boys. Honestly, a good piloted crocodile, man, I'll put this guy in S tier. Honestly, crocodile is absolutely insane. So much good. Oh my god. You know what you do with this crocodile? We have the deck profile, guys. Go check it out. You literally run Centumaro Pacifista, so you don't play any more cards from your hand. So you run a bunch of events, and then you run also the 𝐒𝐈𝐓𝐇 Luffy engine with the Impel Down Crocodile 5 cost. And now every time you play a card, you're playing another card. It's so strong, allows you to keep your hand heavy, and then you have so many strong new events that return. You have that new 3 world swords or something like that returns a 4 cost to the bottom of the deck. That works perfectly with this, allowing you to return a 4 and a 5 cost with that same amount of dawn, 4 dawn. Potentially ending games right then and there, so there's so many new options. The deck is absolutely strong, super heavy. It does need a strong pilot, but I believe it can compete with some of the best decks in the game right now. Leader is very strong with all these new blue events. Absolutely gonna put him in S tier for now, guys. Honestly, Luffy, same as I think he plays very similar. Obviously, he's gonna play the 7 warlords. Still has a lot of strong events. I mean, the blue events are insane right now. He's just gonna be attacking you 7k per turn, playing 1 card every turn. It's gonna be heavy on you, and his aggression starts early. And some of these decks are late game decks, so they're gonna feel really hurt by this Dofi, guys. So I actually think Dofi is actually a really strong matchup against the Whitebeard, just because he starts so early playing these cards out. That Whitebeard has to immediately start responding and might not even attack your life. He might start attacking your characters. So I think this is potential S tier. We're going to put him in A tier for now, just because we didn't build any new decks. We didn't see anything big from him. But absolutely insane with the 𝐒𝐈𝐃 engine. Can do a lot of damage late game. Blue is insanely strong with the Dracul Mihawks. They're very, very good. Man, I love that color. That color is becoming extremely strong. We have the Odin, Wano County. Strong ability, very strong ability. Let's remember what he does. I think he restands 2, but I don't remember for what. Odin. He does, you may trash 1 Wano card from your hand, set up 2 as active. Very fast, very aggressive. I just don't think he's going to do it in this set, guys. There's so much faster decks than him. Zoro's more preferable. Sanji's a bit faster. There's also the fastest deck, in my opinion, right now, Arlong. So there's so many options that you could do over him that... and he didn't get much support. Barely got any Wano, actually, in green. So he's maybe a couple of cards. So he's still gonna struggle, guys. You're trashing your own resources. There's no way for you to gain those resources back in this Wano deck. It's very hard unless you're playing killers. And so he's just gonna be F tier for now, guys. I don't like him at all. What is this guy? This guy is, I forget his name. So that was Odin, and this is Kinemon. Okay, I remember now. Kinemon, amazing ability. I think we're gonna see a revival of Kinemon potentially. It's just he didn't get any Wano support. Man, damn it, no Wano support is gonna bring these guys down. There's just so many ways to counter the Wanos now. If you drop that 7 cost or 8 cost card, it's very easy for red to deal with it at 8k with the Flame Emperor as ace. It's very easy for yellow to deal with it with Katakuri. It's just so many ways for other decks that to punish Kinemon for playing the game. And I think he's going to struggle, guys. He didn't get any support from Wayne as well, so we're going to put him in B tier for now. Trafalgar Law, I think he's going to be extremely strong still. He gets new support that makes the deck insane. He gets this new 1-cost character that keeps restanding himself. And doesn't restand himself. What he does is he sends himself back into the deck and gives himself plus 2k. But what you do is you just pick up the guy after he attacks, so he never goes back into the deck, and then you can just play him again. Absolutely insane combination, guys. We saw it. It's this guy right here, Thatch. This character gains plus 2k power during this turn, then plays this character in the trash at the end of the turn, allowing him to be very aggressive with just small characters very early on. He gets insane amounts of support, and I think the deck is going to be much stronger. It's already extremely strong, competing at the highest level, biggest tournaments. It's going to just get stronger than that. Sanji, I like Sanji. He's fast. He's just struggling from the 4 life. He gets a lot of Dawn. He gets to play a lot of cards very early. He just doesn't have a way to gain these resources back. There is potentials for you to steal games. But what's going to happen is every time you attack, the opponent is going to retaliate against you. And it's just not going to work for you guys. This guy's going to go down to F tier for sure. You're going to get a strong early game. But damn, if the opponent just has a couple of characters on the field, he's just going to totally shut down everything you played. And then what happens is at some point you run out of freaking ammunition. You're playing so many cards every turn, you just run out of ammunition, boys. F tier for sure. Kid, we're going to put him in A tier. Restander, if we're going to put Kuro anywhere close to A or B, we're going to definitely put Kid in A. Very strong. Gets a bunch of new green cards that he could use in his arsenal. We haven't built anything for him yet, but I believe in his ability. This leader is going to be 100% A tier. He can play the game, and then whenever he struggles late game, he can just start attacking heavy. It's going to be insane. 𝐒𝐈𝐓, absolutely A tier. Blue just got so much support. I love seeing 𝐒𝐈𝐓 play the game perfectly. It's just sometimes he obviously has to wait till the 7 cost play. But besides that, I mean, he struggles early, obviously, this 𝐒𝐈𝐓. But once he has that 7 Dawn, he's going to be heavy, strong, really nice. A tier for sure with all that new blue support. Kaido, we'll put him in A tier for now. I mean, he's just solid as hell. One of the best leader abilities in the game. Just extremely strong. And if we're going to put Magellan anywhere close to A tier, we're going to put Kaido as well in that tier. Magellan, I think he gets new Jailer Beasts. So as long as you push out that Magellan 5 cost on curve, you're going to be fine, guys. Those Jailer Beasts, he gains so much value from them. Sadie can play them for free, and they do so much work. He gains Dawns from them whenever they die, no matter what. They're very strong, and he got his a little bit more support, so he was already strong. Now he's getting stronger, so we're gonna put him in A tier for now, guys. A tier for sure. Zed here, I love this ability. One of the strongest leaders in the. This is what he does, guys. Not even Dawn. When he attacks, he just has to remove 4 Dawn, kills a level 3 from the game, and as a black color, you can reduce guys' costs. So basically, you can do it in a way where you're attacking a character, and then you use this ability to kill another character, and you just gain so much value from one attack, and you could reduce things down with your black characters and events to allow you to use this ability even more. But what happens is you just waste up too much Dawn. Now what some people are doing are they're waiting till late game to drop some of their units, but this deck is going to struggle against faster decks. Obviously, if you're waiting to drop that 10 drop 𝐂𝐍𝐍 for you to activate your ability, then it's just going to be a little bit of waste. Now we do have 𝐈𝐓𝐿. There's options for him. You can play them earlier, but I think he's still going to struggle. Very fun deck to play. One of my best decks to play, but I think he's just going to struggle against these beasts. Very interesting in your opinions, guys. Leave them down below. Let's move on faster here. Zoro, he's just going to be A tier. He's not going to be fun anymore, guys. Smoker. Why? Why even play Smoker when you have Rob Lucy in the mix? I guess you can play Navy. Smoker, get that plus 1000 and reduce one guy's cost. You're just not getting any value from it. Rob Lucy is the way to go with black right now. Kaido, multicolor, he's nothing close to this. Now, he is strong, don't get me wrong. I think he's just going to struggle. He doesn't have a way to hold off aggression like this multicolor deck does, which allows it to sit in A tier. So he's gonna play much differently. He's gonna rely on his kings and queens, and I think it's gonna be strong. Actually, very strong combination. He could be A tier, could be B tier. I wish I put a A.5 tier or something, but for now he'll sit in B tier. Film, we get 0 film support. This guy's F. Actually, you guys don't want to play this dude ever. Sakazuki, absolutely 0 right now. 0 support, 0 ability. If you guys don't know what he does, I'm going to show you. It's a weird ability. It's a weird one because it costs 3. And then you trash 1 card from your hand. Up to 1 character with the cost is 0. Absolutely horrendous. So it costs 3. Now, late game, this is good with a 𝐂𝐍𝐍 on the field. But what the hell is going to get you to late game? That's my question. And then it costs 3, and you have to trash a card. It's just too expensive, guys. It's not worth playing this character, this leader in any way. Big Mama in the house, baby. Let's go. A tier for sure. Yellow is insane, super strong. Kuru can steal games. People are not ready to play against Kuru. Kuru is good against certain decks with his 𝐒𝐔𝐏𝐏𝐏. But I put Kuru in B tier. I don't like him. He could steal games, though. But he just wastes so much resources. Anything green just wastes so much resources. And he doesn't gain enough from it, man. And he's really easily read. Like, you can see when he's going to use his ability. And a lot of his cards are very expensive, like the Django and stuff like that. But and you can see when he's placing his East Blues down. So you can counter his abilities very easily. So I'm going to keep him on B tier. Moving on, guys. Arlong. Honestly, I want to put Arlong in S tier. Just so heavy. Every time you attack into him, he hits. You're hitting triggers. And then he's playing triggers. And then if he keeps pushing out those crackers, you're going to have to take a lot of damage just to not allow them to activate. And that's going to hurt a little bit. He's just really strong, really weird to play against. I think he's actually going to be one of the best decks in the game, guys. We're going to see him top a lot of tournaments. We're going to put him in A tier right now. I just don't think he's S tier. But we're going to put him in A tier for sure. Portugal's Ace, absolutely strong. He has certain events that only work for him. So basically he's one of the beloved ones. I told you guys, Bandai is racist against the red color. But yeah, absolutely strong. Can do a lot of work. I'm just going to keep him in A tier, guys. I think he can compete against these guys consistently. Right? I think he can compete against these guys consistently. No, not really. I'm not going to lie. Whitebeard. I don't know. I think he's strong. He's just gonna be weird. I think he needs a strong pilot. he has everything he needs to surpass. He has that amazing stage that keeps letting him draw, and he could do a lot of work. I mean, honestly, I definitely can see him in S tier. We're just gonna keep him in A tier there, though, for sure, for now. Nami S tier, just so weird to play against her. It's kind of scary playing against her. If you give her one extra turn, you might lose game, so you don't want to let her actually go first. One of the weirdest decks to play against for sure. Kind of scary. If she starts with Kaya, you're already in trouble. Alright, boys. And then Iceberg, I hate this deck. We're going to keep him in B tier for now. Horrible deck. Absolutely disgusting to play. Just disgusting. I hate this deck. Somebody figure out a deck list for this. I guess you need queens and stuff like that. And then you shine. But for now, it's going to be a struggle, guys, to play Iceberg. You need more 5-cost Galilas. It's definitely weird to play against, for sure. But what you're going to do is you're just going to wait for him to attack you, block it, and then you're just going to punch into all his units. That's it. And it's very easy to read this leader because all his units are already in... like already on the field, so you can see if they're gonna attack or not next turn. All right, this leader is actually one of my favorite leaders. I just played this leader, absolutely amazing to play. Love her to death. This was the Big Mama herself, the Black Big Mama. I love her to death. Absolutely amazing leader. King is gonna be F tier. Blah. Disgusting. Guys, this is an amazing leader. Late game, super strong, super fun to play. You're going to love playing this Big Mama. Just don't play the king, though. This guy is yucky. Luffy, probably A tier, boys. Honestly, probably A tier. He's scary. He just puts a lot of pressure, and Reds is just already super strong. Okay, these guys, both of them are A tier for sure. S tier for sure. Katakuri and Rob Lucy. Absolutely strong. We left the best for the last. Insane, guys. I'm telling you, I think this is a really strong prediction of how the next tournaments are going to look like. You know, these top decks are going to probably take a couple of wins very soon. And I'm interested in your opinions, guys. What do you think? Am I wrong? Leave your comments down below and let's discuss.